After going down a huge hill, through a creek, and back up again, we're finally at the spot that's deemed Mississippi's Grand Canyon. I started off with a training course, where I learned how to use my harness to climb tree to tree, while taking several deep breaths and getting positive reinforcement from Watts. I took my first steps. This is TV yoga, y'all. Yeah, I have to confess, I still haven't gotten my father a gift yet, so I'm here with Adam Pittman, and hopefully we can find something. My dad, I know there's different types of dad. I have the lazy dad. So what would be good for him? It just kind of warms up the body, getting ready for the run, or really any exercise. What else do you got?
We do it backwards.
Backwards? For the month of May, I've been traveling all around the Pine Belt to find some of the most interesting spots for your summer staycation. I got to stand a little taller after this adventure. Here's this week's Hit the Road with Jack. This week I hit the road to Perkinston, Mississippi, where I got a chance to climb in the pine trees.
So we see a lot of people enter with that sense of what am I doing? And they leave with such a sense of accomplishment and hey, I did this.
And that, my friends, was me. Now, before we get into my journey, we have to talk about Dusty's. Dusty Watts is the co-creator of Elevate Red Creek.
I just kind of fell in love with zip lines. I thought, man, what a cool experience.
After one ziplining trip, Watts told his friend TJ he wanted to create an adventure course in Mississippi.
We said, not only can we have a great time ziplining through the trees, but, we want to showcase South Mississippi.
And 6 years of planning, saving, and even some building on their parts, Watts' dream turned into a reality. I started off with a training course, where I learned how to use my harness to climb tree to tree, while taking several deep breaths and getting positive reinforcement from Watts. I took my first steps.
Step across and grab the other.
And pretty soon, I was halfway through the course. Watts told me the name Elevate comes from the idea that the course elevates your mind, body, and spirit.
When they leave, the sense of accomplishment and how they've stepped out of their shell and how they did something they wasn't sure they could do, but they did, is really, really cool.
For something that seemed completely daunting at first, I was truly sad when I made it to the final part of the course. In the air, in Perkinston, Jac Bedrossian, WDAM 7 News. One of the oldest houses in Jones County, and rumored to be one of the most haunted.
There are a couple of theories about the blue paint. The most popular one is that it kept the ghosts away, but it doesn't work here.
Our tour guide is Miss Frances, a great-great-great-granddaughter of the Deasons.
Not everybody has the opportunity to, go to their third time great-grandparents' house.
Or at the Deason house, meet them.
We have a lot of activity here. This is the room that Macklemore would have been in, and he was shot, and the blood stain is right under the floor here.
Amos Macklemore was a guest of the Deasons. He set up the Confederate headquarters in their home.
If you go under the house, you can still see the blood from underneath.
While in the home, we couldn't find any ghosts, so we decided to make a pit stop. So now we're going to our second location of the Deason home. We're going to go visit the grave site, which is on the other part of town, and we had Miss Frances drive us over there. So now we get to go see where everyone's buried.
Behind there, Isaac Anderson, that's his father.
After scouring the grave site, we still didn't meet a ghost, but all of our Snapchats did mysteriously disappear. Jac Bedrossian, WDAM 7 News. Off of Highway 587 lies the Grand Canyon of Mississippi, an hour away from Hattiesburg in Columbia. Hey, Rob! Rob Stein agreed to be our tour guide for our Red Bluff hike.
There's a lot of sand in, of course, the bluff area, and then you can get into like this creek, and then you end up at the Pearl River, so there's a lot to see.
We started off our hike by heading down the canyon, and some were more experienced than others.
Try to sidestep a little bit. And
Okay.
what that does is it keeps one knee bent so that if you fall, you can just catch yourself.
Trying to see where I should slide. Like I said, some were more experienced than others. And this is my first time out there. If you're a first-time hiker, do you recommend starting off with this trail?
It can be a little bit physically demanding for some people, but I think at the end of the day, everybody's gonna have a really good time if they come try it.
Next, we came up on a cross in a creek. Water flows over the rocks that eroded from the canyon.
It's real calming. It's nice to kind of get away and decompress from everything for a little while and just kind of, collect your thoughts.
After going down a huge hill, through a creek, and back up again, we're finally at the spot that's deemed Mississippi's Grand Canyon. And after 4 hours of breathtaking views, it's easy to become a nature enthusiast. It's for beginners, everyone, intermediate, anyone can do this. Still kind of debating that. Jac Bedrossian, WDAM 7 News.